This is a short video on to give you more freedom and neutralize the attachment and aversion to your life story. Basically, we all have attachment to something that we want to hold on to as a memory and identify with it. That really stops us to be present in the now. And aversion is that we want to push away something, we don't want to look at it. But when we bring these two sides together as a holistic release, they really neutralize in the middle. They really neutralize each other. You become free of it all. So let's do the release. So could you welcome up? You don't have to actually force anything, and you don't really need to know exactly. Just could you welcome up or allow any attachments to your life story up to this moment, up to now, in the now as well. Could you welcome it all up, all your attachment to your life story, and allow them to be here as best you can, just for now. And just allow you're welcoming just as much as it is present, not more, not less, just as it is. Could you welcome as much as you do? And then could you let it go for a moment, and could you welcome up the aversion, something you don't like about your life story, something you resist, something you want to push away. Could you welcome the aversions of your life story as best you can, just for now, and allow them to be here just as much as you do, no more, no less. Could you just be with it? And again, by the way, take a deep breath, because when we take a deep breath in between, we are getting more in the body and more allowing to be released. So could you just take a deep breath for a moment and release gently. And again, could you welcome up? Could you welcome as much as you do the attachments to your life story, something you want to hold close, something you want to hold on to, something you want to, something you want to be closer, anything and everything, just what that represents the attachment as much as you do. There is nothing to force, just allow it to be as much as it is there, here present. This is acknowledging the attachments. You're welcoming it, allowing it to be here. And then could you let that go as much as you do, as best you can, and could you welcome up or allow or be present to all the aversions, something you don't like about your life story, aversions to your life story, as much as you do. Could you let that go as best you can, just for now? And we'll do it once more. Could you open up or welcome up the attachments to your life story, identifying with it, wanting to hold it close, personal, all of that. Just welcome all of that up. And allow it to be present. And then could you let that go as best you can? You don't need to know how, just could you, just choice, as best you can. And could you allow yourself to welcome all the aversions of your life story, as much as you do. No more, no less, just as much as you do. And could you also welcome up or open up to what is beyond both polarities? Now, this is not exploration. Do your best to do this with your heart rather than your mind. It's just, could you welcome and open up to what is present present, what is actually here now. Could you just open up and welcome what is actually here now? By sensing it as best you can rather than thinking about it. And again, just for now, could you open up to something beyond, that is beyond both polarities, something what it is as it is. This is opening a new expansion, perception of consciousness. And could you now allow yourself just for now to be what you are? And you don't need to know how, just to be what you are. And just be what you are. And I encourage you to welcome being what you are time to time throughout the day. You just simply remind yourself by saying, could I welcome to be what I am? And just be. And just be. Just explore and discover what happens when you do that. And thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.